Benjamin had not stopped counting since they crossed into Egypt. Columns, doorways, guards. The last time they came here, they left Simeon behind. Nobody said that out loud. Nobody needed to. The grain hall entrance was ahead. 4 guards near the door, 2 inside, 1 in the shadow. Benjamin counted without moving his lips. Judah walked close beside him, not touching, just close. The line moved. A family ahead of them reached the entrance. 2 officials checked their papers. 1 pointed back toward the street. The family turned away without arguing. Benjamin watched them leave. The line moved again. They entered. Stone, shadow. Their footsteps came back at them from the walls. Benjamin started to speak. Dan touched his arm. Benjamin stopped. The hall widened. Then they saw the chair. Same place, same height, same distance from everyone else. Zebulun's step shortened. He caught himself. Judah's hand found Benjamin's shoulder, stayed there. They bowed. When they stood again, most of them looked lower. The table, the governor's hands, the edge of his robe. No one looked directly at his face, but he was already looking at them, not scanning, waiting. He spoke in Egyptian. The interpreter stepped forward. Standard questions: journey, origin, purpose. Reuben answered, Canaan, grain. Yes, they had come before. Then the governor asked, Is your father still alive? Yes. Old? Yes. Still well? Reuben hesitated, only a little. Yes. The governor watched him. Then, Is this the youngest brother? Benjamin stood right there. The question was not a question. Yes. The governor looked at Benjamin, held it too long. Benjamin shifted his feet. Judah's fingers tightened on his shoulder. The governor looked away fast, said something short to the interpreter, then stood and left the room. Nobody moved. Levi looked at Asher. Asher looked at Gad. Gad looked toward the door the governor had used. Levi leaned toward Judah. This is strange. Judah did not answer, because it was. The governor returned. His face looked arranged, but something underneath had moved. He spoke. The interpreter turned. You will come to his house. Silence. He will eat with you at midday. Simeon was somewhere in this city. Not a meal, not a welcome. Simeon, Judah stepped first. The house was near the administrative quarter. Servants moved quickly without speaking much. The table was already prepared. Water, bread, meat, fruit, more food than they had seen in months. Benjamin stopped at the doorway. Simeon stood near the wall, alive, unmarked, no chains. Benjamin reached him first. Simeon held him, then looked over Benjamin's shoulder at the others. You do not imprison a brother for months and return him like this. You do not feed men you suspect. Judah entered, then Reuben, then the rest. Nobody sat until they were told. Servants brought water first, then towels, then bread. Simeon sat with them, quiet, watching the door, watching the windows, watching the governor's empty chair. Issachar noticed the seating first. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, all the way down, exact. Birth order. He looked at Gad. Gad saw it too. Neither spoke. Reuben had gone still. Benjamin sat last, youngest, exactly where he belonged. Nobody touched the food. Then the governor entered. Everyone stood. He sat at a separate table. He looked toward them, not generally. Benjamin, Simeon, Reuben, then Benjamin again. Food arrived. Benjamin's portion came last, 5 times larger. Benjamin looked at it, then at the others. Nobody smiled. The governor watched Benjamin see it. Something moved across his face, gone almost immediately. Benjamin looked up and caught him. The governor looked down. Benjamin picked up his bread. Slowly, Judah noticed. Reuben noticed Judah noticing. Nobody spoke. Levi watched the governor's hands, the way he lifted 2 fingers when he spoke, the angle of the wrist, something familiar. Not enough. He looked away, then back. The wine came. A servant reached for Benjamin's cup. The governor stopped him, stood, took the wine himself. Judah watched. The governor poured Benjamin's cup, handed it to him. Benjamin took it. "Thank you." The governor's jaw tightened, released. His eyes dropped, very small, too small for anyone who was not already watching. Judah looked at Reuben. Reuben was already looking at the governor. Then Reuben looked away. Too fast. The meal continued. Nobody settled, not one of them. Morning came fast. The animals were loaded before the city was fully awake. The brothers moved like men who wanted distance. Nobody talked. Benjamin rode in the middle. Nobody told him to. It just happened. Then hoofbeats. Fast. Behind them. Everyone turned. Horsemen. The governor's steward rode at the front. Reuben's stomach dropped before the man said anything. The steward stopped. "Why have you repaid evil for good?" Nobody answered. Judah stepped forward. "What are you saying?" The steward's face did not change. "Why have you stolen my master's cup?" "We would never." "Open the sacks." No shouting, no anger, calm. That was worse. They opened the first sack. Nothing. Second, nothing. Third, nothing. Asher exhaled. Almost over. The steward moved without hurry. No uncertainty. Benjamin watched silently. His sack was opened. The cup sat on top of the grain. No one moved. Benjamin stared at it. The brothers stared at Benjamin. Benjamin did not reach for it, did not step back, did not speak. Wind crossed the road. He looked up. "I didn't." Then stopped. Because what came after? Judah sat down in the dirt, right there, hands over his face. Reuben looked at the steward, not Benjamin. The steward, because this was not chance, not possible. Benjamin looked at Reuben. Reuben's face was somewhere else, not here, not the road, somewhere 20 years back, a different brother, a different day. Benjamin looked at Judah on the ground. Nobody told him to stand. Eventually he stood anyway. They turned back toward Egypt. Nobody said, "Not again." Nobody needed to. At the governor's house, they fell to the floor. Judah spoke. No defense, no explanation. God had found their guilt. He did not say which guilt. The governor answered, "Only the man with the cup stays." Silence. "The rest may go home." Benjamin looked at Judah. Judah stood. He spoke about their father, the old man, the promise. Benjamin, the way Jacob's life was tied to the boys. If Benjamin did not return, their father would die. Not grieve, die. Judah swallowed. "Take me." The governor watched him. "I guaranteed him." Silence. "Take me instead." No one moved. Then the governor looked toward the servants, said something in Egyptian. The room began to empty. Servants left. Guards left. The interpreter left. Doors opened. Footsteps moved away, one by one, until only the brothers remained, and the governor, and a room gone too quiet. Then the governor broke, not slowly, not politely. The sound came out of him all at once. He turned away, covered his face, and wept, loud. The brothers froze. Nobody understood what they were seeing. Then he spoke, not Egyptian, their language. "I am Joseph." Nothing happened. That was the strange part. Nothing. The words landed. The room stayed still. Issachar's mouth opened. No sound came out. Reuben stared at the man's face. He had been looking at it for days. Now he looked with the name inside it, and kept arriving at it, then sliding away. "Joseph, no! Joseph, no!" The governor looked at them, still weeping. "Is my father still alive?" Their throats would not open. Reuben looked again. The face, the eyes, there, under Egypt, under age, under power. Joseph. Reuben stepped back, very small. Levi sat down, not by choice. His knees simply folded. Simeon leaned against the wall, arms crossed over his chest. Naphtali had moved backward without noticing. Zebulun turned his head slightly to the side, like looking straight at him was too much. Joseph looked at them. "Come close." Nobody moved. Then Benjamin just walked across the room. Joseph grabbed him, held him, wept into his neck. Benjamin held him back. Then Benjamin wept too. The others watched from the edges of the room. No one knew what to do with their hands. Joseph pulled back from Benjamin, looked at the others. "I am Joseph, your brother." Silence. "The one you sold into Egypt." Nobody moved. Joseph stood there, still weeping, waiting. Reuben's hands were shaking again. He pressed them flat against his thighs. Simeon kept his eyes closed. His jaw moved once, then stopped. Gad looked at the floor. Asher looked at the wall. Naphtali looked at the door behind them, not moving toward it, just knowing where it was. Joseph did not fill the silence. He let it sit. He had learned that somewhere, or always known it. He looked at each of them, took his time, like a man who had waited 20 years and was not in a hurry now. When his eyes reached Simeon, Simeon opened his. They looked at each other. Simeon's arms uncrossed, dropped to his sides. He said nothing. Joseph said nothing. A long moment. Then Joseph moved first. Joseph embraced them one by one. Some held him back. Some stood completely still while his arms were around them. Judah hugged him last. Joseph held him longer. Judah's hand lifted, slowly, rested against Joseph's back, just there. On the road home, nobody spoke for a long time. Then Asher did, very quietly. Did he know? Nobody answered. Before? Silence. He knew us the first day. Reuben kept walking. Asher looked at Simeon, then Judah. Didn't he? Judah swallowed. Yes. Nobody spoke, because once that entered the group, everything changed. The questions, the prison, the meal, Benjamin, the cup. Simeon looked up. He heard us. Reuben slowed. We thought he needed the interpreter. Nobody looked at him, because they remembered, standing in front of Joseph, talking about Joseph, while Joseph listened. Levi slowed. Benjamin noticed first, not because Levi said anything, because he stopped looking at the road, stopped looking at the trees, stopped looking anywhere. He was staring at nothing. He watched us. Nobody answered. Levi looked toward Judah. The whole time. Silence. The prison. His eyes moved toward Benjamin. The meal, toward Reuben. The questions, toward Simeon. The cup. Asher looked up. Naphtali looked toward the road. Judah said nothing, because suddenly they could all see it. Joseph asking about their father, watching Benjamin, returning Simeon, the seating, the food, Benjamin receiving more, not random, not kindness, not confusion, watching, testing, trying to see what happened to the men who stood around a pit 20 years ago, trying to see if Benjamin would stand alone, trying to see who moved toward him, who protected him, who offered themselves. Benjamin looked at Judah. Judah kept walking, but slower now, because for the first time since Egypt, he understood something worse. Joseph had not only recognized them, Joseph had waited to find out whether they were still the same brothers who sold him. No one spoke after that, because no one wanted to ask the next question, and no one wanted the answer. Reuben stopped walking. The others moved ahead, then stopped too. He stood in the road, looked back toward Egypt. Then I threw him in. Quiet. I said we would come back. Silence. I left. His throat tightened. Nobody helped him. When I came back, he stopped. The road stayed quiet. The pit was empty. Benjamin looked at him. Judah looked away. Simeon stared straight ahead. Reuben nodded once, then started walking again. Nobody followed immediately. Then Judah moved, then the others. Simeon waited the longest, then followed. Benjamin looked at Judah after a while. Does Father forgive us? Judah looked at him, then ahead, then down. The silence lasted too long. Benjamin looked away before Judah answered. Because he already had. Their father would see them coming. He would count 1, 2, 3, all the way to 11. Then he would look for the one who was not supposed to be there. And he would need words. Reuben opened his mouth, closed it. Simeon looked down. Judah kept walking. Nobody started the sentence, and nobody knew how to finish it.